I'm keen to talk a bit more about some of the mistakes or the common issues that people face in this space. But talking about fear, I noticed through the work that we do with helping people with their money that fear is something that stops a lot of people from taking action. That people don't want to do the wrong thing. They don't want to stuff something up. They don't want to make a mistake. They don't want to look silly. So they end up sort of spinning around in circles and ultimately almost paralyzed and too scared to do anything. And then they're missing the opportunity to be building their financial momentum. So what can people do to sort of overcome those fears and actually put themselves in a position where they can confidently make decisions and take action?
Well, there is, according to me, and the model that I use, which is a collection of ideas and techniques from the variety of therapy, psychology land. The model that I use is really based around, first of all, understanding and recognizing where our fears show up. So, that sort of stuff that you've just talked about, that requires some insight to understanding where fears may be getting in our way. So understanding where fears show up, why they show up, what are the stories behind this fear, how do they limit us, what's the narrative of that fear voice, what is that common story? Because we do all really identify with fear. We kind of get what that means, but our expression of it in our head is quite different. So yours may be about the fear of failure. Mine might be about the fear of fitting in or not fitting in, the fear of belonging. So understanding a little bit more about what that internal narrative is can be really helpful as a first step to understanding where and whether fear is getting in your way with any of your choices. Because we want to move into a position of deliberate choice. So fear has got lots of really good things to say. Of course, we want fear to point out a risk. That's what it's there for. So we don't want to turn this off. We certainly don't want to be fearless, but we need to deliberately understand the messages that it's giving us so that we can move from a reactive state into a deliberate choice state.